Alright, what's up, YouTubers? It's Awkward Merc. I'm back again. And I got another commentary for you guys. This actually is an invasion match. And I actually really like Invasion. It draws a lot of comparisons to Battlefield, of course, because of the constant amount of pushing the boundaries forward, different spawn points, unlocking new territories as you go, and expanding the battlefield. Hint the name. But I have some little tips for you guys on how to win. This is a game where we obviously win. I'm going to spoil it for you. But some tips on how to win. And there I get stuck. Um, you know, there are certain techniques you need to use for both offense and defense. This is offense, so I'm going to focus on offense, and I'll post another gameplay, hopefully with the defense, and talk a little more about that. But as an offensive player, you do want to flank. If you can play with the team, that's always the best. If you cannot, if you're playing by yourself like I am, it's a little bit harder to do everything. But if you can play with the team, that is the best way to play Invasion. Bar none, play with the team, get four buddies to get, you and three buddies, and, use these techniques to win the game, and, KD will come with you. Don't need to worry about KD at all. That's not very important at all in Invasion. The main thing, like I said, is flanking on offense is the most important thing you can do. Have you can have, like on the map we're playing right now, Spire. You can have two teammates go up the middle, try to create a distraction, try to hold off as many people as you can. They don't want to go for kills; they want to go for distraction. They want to bring the defending team into the middle of the canyon and hopefully draw their attention. The other two players are going to act as the flankers and actually going to go around right here and try to get into either spawn. It works either way. You want to draw them to the middle, and you can go either side. But another technique for also doing this is trying to get stay in the middle and trying to get as many kills as you can. Try to take down the enemy's teams. Try to get them all to at least two of them to be respawning at once, and that way they'll have to respawn while you can hopefully capture and whittle down the radar or the time, the base. I don't know. I don't exactly know what it's called. It's just a bar. Using the middle spire right here, that's actually the perfect thing to do. Use it. Don't move or crouch, and hopefully you can grab some cover while capturing. That's obviously the best way to do. You stay alive. You're gonna help the team. That's obviously a great technique to use. A lot of people do like to camp out for kills. It's a lot more on defense, of course, because you're trying to defend and kill and keep the time. Have the time run down. When you're playing offensively, though, you never want to camp. I see a lot of people on offense when I play that do camp and sit back and are just going for kills. It's never a good idea, guys. Never sit back and just go for the kills. You'll it's just gonna hurt the team, and it's never gonna end well for you. Right there, I get ganged up on by three guys. That brings me to my next point. Never go in alone like I did just there. That's actually a perfect example of what not to do. I just showed you. Never run in alone. Always go with another person. If you run in alone, you're leaving yourself open to them camping. A group of them camping, taking you out and just becoming overpowered, and then your team's down a person, and they have a group and a little bit of momentum, after killing you. So that's obviously never good to run in alone, like I just said. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. A little late in the night when I'm recording this. Another thing I talk about, as soon as you when you spawn, your team's gonna try to spawn on you. Make sure to watch for that indicator. It'll pop up on the bottom of my screen. It's popped up many times already on this in this gameplay. Watch for that. If you see that about to see that popping up, so here it is right here. If you see it popping up, don't go run into combat. Stop for a second. Try to find a safe place to hide and hide out. Let your teammate spawn on you, and then obviously you can push forward. Excuse me, I just burped. You can push forward, and two is always better than one. Like I said, never rush in alone. On this map, Spire, of course, there's three. On most Invasion games, there's three sets and three areas you need to destroy. And it's unlock one area. It doesn't matter either side. You don't have to do both, and that unlocks or takes down the shields. The next one on this map on Spire activates the lift, so you can go up to the top. The last stage is of course picking up the core. The core, you can do it one of two ways. Many people like to have their core, their runner, as I like to call them. Many people have like their runner have a jetpack on and run into the core up here, fly in here like I'm doing, grab the core, jump off, and use their jetpack to slowly get down to the bottom and, slowly hover their way down, which is a great technique, but the only problem with it is you leave, your jetpack guy somewhat vulnerable when as he's going down, which is a bad thing, never a bad thing actually, because all you want to do is have the core hit the ground. That's all you need to do. You just need to hit the ground, and you can pick it up and then move into the next area. So that teammate was that's a perfect example of what not to do. Also, never rush in alone. He was, saw I died, was alone. What he should have done is ran back out onto the platform, the spire, the plasma shield thing, whatever, I don't know, the floor. They should have sat right there. He should have waited for somebody to respawn on him, then moved in. Instead, he just got killed right away. But as I said, you're trying to get the core down to the ground. So if you don't have a jetpack, that's fine. Just jump off the edge. You will die, which is a little bit disadvantage because you're down a person now. But it's a gamble. It's a give and take. But I think our team in this game grabs the core, jumps off the edge, and dies, and two of us follow him. But we land on the two air jet streams, which you'll see me do in a little bit. You'll see me land on the air jet streams, like a big orange, thing that's shooting out air. When you land on that, that's actually will stop your momentum, slow you down just enough, and you'll float back up and back down unharmed. That's perfect. The perfect example of what you do. Here's our teammate. He's gonna jump off in just a second, land on the ground, drop the core, pick it up, and you have to bring it to the Pelican right there. Of course, you can see. All you have to do is get inside that circle. So right here, you see me jump off. You can aim yourself in Halo. You bounce up, pretty much unharmed, land on the ground. Oh, I got a little harmed actually. Land on the ground, and then the only problem is everybody can see the flag on the enemy team, and they can return it, but the return takes too long, so most of the time they just defend it. So as they're defending, you try to take down get them to respawn, because there is a respawn time. Hopefully move it to the designated area, and win 3. That's 3 points right there. Right here, I have a teammate spawning on me, and I'm trying to sit back and let him spawn. I just wanted to take out the guy. I knew I could take out the sword guy because he was too far away. So I actually did. So I kind of went against my my own rule, but sometimes you have to know depends on the situation. Sometimes just be smart about what you're doing. That's all I can say. The enemy team's of course using the Falcon right there. We actually lost it, so that's kind of our bad. They took it. Holding on to the vehicles can be a good thing. Depends on your play style. If you're playing alone, not a good idea. But if you're playing with the team, obviously a great idea. But the game's about to wrap up right here. We're going to drop the core off. And I thank you guys, thanks for listening to me talk and ramble on and give advice. If you do like the video and you want to hear more commentaries, please comment, rate, and and subscribe. Or I should say comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll make sure to keep you guys well informed. Thanks. Take it easy.